Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Little Muncher does not say hello, he says nominate.
Yeah. Look, I joined playing a bad map.
Roger says your
what else do you want me to do?
Trash.
You two missed my confession for Spooky Month.
What's your confession for Spooky Month?
I've never watched any of the. I've never watched any of the classic slasher films like Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger's, Halloween, and Scream.
Neither have I, because I have no interest.
The thing that I find funny is the fact that you don't know what Nightmare on Elm Street is called.
Oh no, that's the name.
You kept calling it the one with Freddy Krueger.
Like out of
Imagine
all
if that was the name of that. Imagine if that was the proper name of that film.
Yes, like out of all the slasher films, I've been able to associate the face to the name of the film. But I just keep forgetting that Nightmare on Elm Street is fucking Freddy Krueger's film.
Except you don't remember it as the one with Jason Voorhees.
The second one is then the second with Freddy Krueger. Third with Freddy Krueger.
I was just gonna say it's important though to not mix up Nightmare on Elm Street and Miracle on 34th Street. You'll upset a lot of children.
I feel like Santa would kick Freddy Krueger's ass.
Bad Santa, you're saying bad Santa.
Sorry.
I mean, both. I was just gonna say both Freddy Krueger and Santa know when you're sleeping. Like
Billy Bob would kick his ass.
Are you saying that Freddy Krueger and Santa are the same person?
he's like the anti-Santa.
I'm not saying they are, but have you ever seen them both in the same room?
There is no movie like Santa kicks ass Freddy Krueger or some shit.
It would be kind of a Freddy versus Santa. Yes, I would watch it. That'd be the first film of any of these types that I would fucking watch.
Maybe
I'm gonna go even simpler though than Mudger has no interest in it. For me, it's actually just that I'm a fucking coward. I don't handle horror very well at all.
Don't?
I mean, from the clips that I've seen from like slasher flicks, it's a bit less horror and more just lots of blood and murder.
I'm still
I was asking if the thing counted, but like...
It's not quite horror like Alien or
What, the thing?
what's a good example?
Oh, The Thing, man, that is a fucking classic.
Yeah, The Thing, or I forgot the name of the films. The one with fucking Pinhead.
Hellraiser.
Yes, I just wanted to talk about it, guys. It keeps stopping me. Yes, can we consider Hellraiser as a slasher movie?
No, I think it's more psychological horror.
Watch it if you haven't.
Like Scream.
It's like the only horror movie I've watched. I haven't watched like Nightmare on Elm Street or like Friday the 13th. But I watched all the Hellraiser movies a couple of years ago.
The thing that always confused me was why horror movies Yeah, the thing that always confused me was that horror movies specifically always had so many sequels.
I think it's because, especially with that kind of horror movie, they're quite cheap to make. All you need is, like, get the same actor in and just a bunch of ketchup and you're sorted.
Night of the Dead.
I mean, like, Jason Voorhees doesn't even have the same actor.
Like, you don't even have to write a very good script.
And from 10 movies.
I kind of vaguely recall during my childhood.
Now there are 11 Hellraiser movies. Half of the movies are good, I'd say. Hellraiser movies. I'd recommend
What do they like when they're bad?
When they're bad, they become like teenage horror movies or like just cheap shit movies.
I do recall, at least at some point in my childhood, maybe like around 2008, 2012, where slasher films were kind of considered like the sequels to the classic slasher films. I think it was primarily Friday the 13th. They were kind of considered, I mean, they're okay, but they were considered kind of not as good as the originals. There was this kind of period where slasher flicks...
I don't think that was a period of time. I think that's just something that people think.
I think that's, to be fair, I feel like that applies to almost any film series you can think of, even if they later on get better. Like, and there will be people with strong opinions about this.
Well, like, the general opinion was pretty much similar to what zombie flicks are now.
Yeah, different movie director. They basically didn't have... sorry. Go on.
How goes the campaign to get an upgrade in place, Zombie?
Yeah. Also respect for everyone, cause like there were more than 5 minutes free slot for actually Zombie who had joined last.
Yes.
I hope
how did mandatory enforced voting go?
I hope his voting results were better than our voting results for our national election.
Oh yeah, you guys, yeah, well done.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
This year in Bulgaria would be the 7th election we've had for a government since 2021.
Jesus.
How? How does that happen?
Corruption and everyone suddenly wanting to be the king leader.
Good.
Is it like
You don't know the name, the title that your head of government uses.
I
think he was sort of going for more of a thing of they all want to be God Emperor, like they all just want to be.
Yeah, they want to be the ones that have power.
They all want to have their own little. They all want to be in charge of their increasingly, small and fragmented little kingdom because they keep fucking it up by having power struggles.
So, question: can they call like snap elections or something? Is that how that happens? Like they can just say like it's like they want to form like a more favorable government, they just call elections. That's a lot of elections.
It all started when
isn't that a couple of, so surely all of those could be interchangeable with each other there, Fox, are those descriptions you got there. Shit, fascist, and wanting to turn Bulgaria into little Russia. Like, they all feel like they're just...
the same.
I don't know,
well, there's
the same shit dice. I don't...
There's generally a slight nuance when it comes to politicians here. The fascist ones are basically what you'd expect out of a fascist party. They're not exactly loyal to Russia, nor are they Russian figureheads. They're basically the classic, I want power as much as I can. The shit ones are incompetent, corrupt, and probably the reason why we keep having, like, 50-something parties all vying for power. And that's also trying to form coalitions with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a coalition to actually have a government. So even if you do win as a winning party, you can't just go in the government. You need to like form a coalition with other parties. And since everyone is trying to be kingmaker, have the power, right? It doesn't always happen. So you end up having to do elections again, or the government. Parties get tired of the people that are currently in power, so they're like, alright, let's fucking vote these fuckers out. And then start the voting process again. Maybe we'll get lucky this time.
We're voting.
And then you have the Little Russia parties. They're basically what you'd expect. They're the Belarusian presidents, the Orbans of Hungary, who would whore out the country to Russia and say that we're actually, and when one of them even did say that in an interview on TV a few hours ago, that we're being colonized by Americans and our culture is being deleted and other fucking bullshit like that, and that Russia will be our saviors.
Basically, they'd rather be Russia's dog than anyone else's.
Russia doesn't do any colonizing.
Yep. They just want to
There isn't like a specific word for Russia replacing other people's cultures with their own.
Really, so you can kind of see
They don't do that.
You can see the slight nuance, especially between Little Russia parties and fascist parties. Fascists are all for themselves, and they don't want to fucking take shit from anyone. While the Little Russia ones, they want to whore the country out and pray to God that if they suck off Putin enough, and Russia in general, that they will be given leadership over the country, and no one will be able to challenge them.
Basically, they would rather be a fucking stooge propped up by Russia than, you know, than risk not being in power, I guess.
What is stooge propped up?
Talk next time.
It's as it sounds.
Just favorite man.
All right.
Oh my god, huge dubbing for my eyes.
Yeah, it's basically what you said. Or you could also think of it this way.
Because essentially, I think these political leaders realize that if they get in charge under a sort of pro-Russia policy like that, they can essentially rely on, as long as they are a useful little dog to Putin, they can rely on the fact that he will prop up their regime and help them out if anyone else causes issues, and make sure that they stay in charge and make sure other political parties have mysterious accidents. They get to be the king of their sad little castle with Daddy Putin, you know, keeping them in charge. And, in exchange every now and then, they just join a few wars, obstruct EU policy, and generally destabilize things for everyone else.
Pretty much. They basically they don't have the spine. They don't have the fucking spine and balls to actually take power themselves. They're just happy to be the fucking whore for someone else, so long as they get to stay in power.
Help! What are you all doing?
I'm trying, man. I'm fucking trying.
We're discussing your politics. What do you mean?
Yeah, pretty much don't mind.
Hey, so what's up with Windows in Russia? Why are they so unsafe?
I keep missing the explosive barrels.
It's windows and balconies. There's a real problem with contractors.
I know. It's like Jesus.
What? Tell me about it.
People who oppose Putin have a tendency to, fall out windows or have other mysterious accidents. Political opponents.
Yeah.
Pull the lever.
Hello. I was kind of trapped in here. I couldn't see shit.
No, we got zombies behind us.
Behind.
Oh, God, I am the big advertisement. My eyes
I still can't believe that Trump said Viktor Orban was a strong leader in the fucking debate. Like everybody's forgotten about that because he said some other stupid shit, but like.
Well, that's sort of a prime tactic, isn't it? Just keep saying
that's his tactic.
Bullshit.
That's his thing.
Isn't that
you guys got the thing?
No.
Yeah, but that time in the debate, it did actually kind of.
The two of you up here, and neither of you picked it up.
Well, I think we've lost the gas can as well, because the zombies are just sort of fucking absolutely...
I'm going to die, because I have to come over here and help you.
Well, I'm going to die as well. Don't worry about it.
That's a tactic.
Anyone else getting a delay in the kill feed?
Hello.
I'm not paying attention to the kill feed, to be honest.
I don't know, it's like I die, but I don't see it in the corner, and then eventually it will show it after
it was pretty quick for Father.
Yeah, but I remember in the fucking debate, Harris just insulted his rallies, and he just verbally shat himself on stage. It was crazy.
It was very enjoyable to watch that. Very enjoyable.
Come on, go out with a bang.
But you can see it. You can see her expression. She's just like, "Are you? Was that easy?"
Yeah, but personally, you know, I think that, you know, a country really needs someone who's that easily rattled in charge. That's a really good trait to have when dealing with political opponents.
Yep, especially when they have the largest nuclear.
I can remove a second round in a row.
We are very political today, my word.
Shit, where's the fucking ammo?
I look forward to it continuing until the American election is over and done with, and then possibly for a while afterwards.
You'll have a year break, and that's it.
I mean, I personally think people are wildly overestimating Trump's chances, but like, because they're just so fucking
that was what everyone thought in 2016 as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also what everybody thought every subsequent time, and every subsequent time he's fucking fallen flat on his face. We have but the subsequent times we have a sample size of 3 election losses.
America, you have let me down once. I need to actually go and check what the odds are. I said this last couple of times. It's been an important political decision. I need to go and make a bet on the thing I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
So at least if the thing I don't want to happen happens, I get the fucking money.
No, don't do that.
I don't think you understand just how unusual the results in 2022 were.
Go on.
I'll be honest, I just
matter. I don't trust anything.
No, man, put some like $100 on Harris to win. That's what I did.
What do you mean I know too much? Were they rigged or something?
A president doesn't do that well in the fucking midterms of his first term. That doesn't make any sense from an American political perspective.
Also, Kay immediately going for the rigged approach. I see someone's at his talking points.
I mean,
where's the lift again?
Kaya's Russian propaganda confirmed. Spam hey.
I'll be honest though, I am severely exhausted by our current political landscape and how just insane and like the world in general has become super politicized. I know this is like the casual dog whistle you get from some right-wing fucktard, but like if you compare it as early as 2014 or even further back, you've always had politics, but it's never been so part of everyone's lives.
It's almost like the stakes have continuously been getting higher.
It's also the internet, man.
Yeah, I mean, there is a thing of like take a break away from it, but there is a thing as well of like, I get where you're coming from, Zombine, but you literally can't just ignore it. It has global consequences.
Yeah.
Like.
You ever hear that?
I mean, I'd feel less exhausted if like media, like Skullboy mentioned, but also the internet wasn't. Like I've been in a lot of communities.
Fear mongering. We didn't pay attention to politics because at that point we were children. It's been populism and fear mongering our whole fucking lives. You know, our whole adult lives. I'm not denying that it's always been there. Like, I want to say it's like on the internet, like before 2015, 2016, generally, like the communities that I've been in.
Dude.
Goodbye. Well, I mean, you're right about one thing.
I agree with Foxy. It was less shizo back then.
What do we do with these?
No, like like the communities that I've been in generally didn't really have a dedicated politics section, right?
Talking about
but
the news
ever since 2016, like since like 2015, 2016, because politics started becoming discussed everywhere, even in places where you normally would think, oh, there's no reason for politics to be a thing. Like, let's say gaming communities. But even they ended up having channels dedicated to politics. It's really hard to, even on the internet, to just find a place where politics aren't discussed, or it's not like there isn't a dedicated channel for it.
Even on fucking Zombie Master, politics is being discussed.
Not so much that panel in the corner needs to go on the generator.
I can't really see anything through all the fucking fire.
Haven't you just memorized where all the objective items are in this map like I have?
No, man, I forget every week what the maps. I'm just like, I walk around like a chicken with its head cut off.
Also, my flashlight's out.
Well, yeah,
Jesus Christ, there's so many of it.
I also don't think anyone's cranked the generator yet.
It's like a
there's the panel.
Box of candies. You just randomly grab one and you have fun.
Oh, there's a battery. Open the door. Oh my god!
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Multi-kill.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I just heard gas leak.
How the fuck did the fire get turned off outside as well? I thought we had the fire on. Why is it off?
I not too much turned it off.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't even realize that was a thing in the map. Also, there was fire everywhere, and I just saw a wheel and turned it. Just turned it.
After you walked past the generator and didn't turn that.
That is the most effective I've ever seen emulators be.
Oh, got him.
I know too much. Zombie spy confirmed.
The fucking revolver.
Confirmed. Another revolver. Oh my god.
Isn't the revolver?
Well, we're fucked. Roger is the let's just start TV this shit.
I mean, at least it's not Zebra. Could be worse.
I feel like Moja has this map memorized because there was a period of time where, I feel like the various administrators of whatever Zomsu server was running at the time had not been bothered to put many maps on the server, so this was like one of the 12 maps on the server or something.
Another one was one small shamble. Only few chosen. I mean.
Ow.
No, I mean. One small shamble is the map you should memorize because it's hard to get lost in there.
I always just honestly.
Cover me, cover me, cover me!
I got lost in that map so much I just died.
I can't slack now because you're only here to save us.
Gate is open.
Everyone cover me up. Cover me up now.
Vamos, amigos.
Here they come.
Climb! What the fuck? That ladder's so buggy.
Did you put that Hulk special to ambush someone?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a trap in the map.
I could have sworn I had a Molotov.
Did we get the winch?
No. So, we still discussing politics? Because if so, I'm bringing up Lebanon.
No!
Can we not? Jesus Christ. Talk about something else.
No, go on.
Let's talk about pizza.
Actually, let's not.
Actually, let's hear.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, only Russia.
Most people seem to say no, so...
Why does the Winchester use rifle bullets instead of
boxed in.
7?
I just had to tell my mother what terrorism actually was.
What, is she stupid?
She's like one of those people who's generally pretty intelligent, but sometimes she'll say something that kind of surprises you with how ignorant it is.
Huh, it actually reminds me of my dad. Interesting.
Go on.
But I remember I was talking about the whole pagers thing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that was pretty clever, but it was also pretty clearly terrorism.
Yeah, just because it's government sponsored doesn't mean it's not terrorism or
Yeah, and she's like, well, no, terrorism has more to whether it's terrorism or that has more to do with who's doing it than what it is. I'm like, what are you talking about? What the fuck? No, terrorism is the use of violence to incite terror as a political tool.
Yeah, paradoxically, it would have been more lawful to declare war and then bomb the shit out of Beirut. even though that would have led to more people dying. But that's as far as the law is concerned.
Yeah, but you'd be doing it honestly.
Oddly enough, from a technical definition, 9/11 technically wasn't actually terrorism.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a
he died though.
Oh, so Bin Laden wasn't trying to incite fear. He was trying to incite anger. He was trying to bait the United States into a war in the Middle East that would bleed them dry, similar to what happened to the Soviet Union.
Well,
how did that pan out for him?
They didn't bleed out
there
per
was a lot
se.
more blood in the US, I guess.
I actually think the real objective, he wanted to build up his porn collection on his computer. He had quite the collection by the time I found him.
Oh, that's why he
needed more time.
Couldn't possibly, actually believe any of the stupid bullshit that he, claimed to find.
No.
I mean,
it does vex me how...
Sort of. Part of the reason why he hated America so much was because of his beliefs.
So what you're saying here is that Bin Laden was the original gooner.
Kind of. That's kind of an irrelevant part of his character.
No, that directly led into his terrorism, and this is the political platform I shall be running on.
No, the reason why he had two reasons why he hated America. One was Israel. The other one was because this whole thing where the U.S. troops, I think, got stationed in Saudi Arabia.
So,
as an Islamist, he just considered that just fucking completely unacceptable.
So theoretically, there was a time where terrorists win in Counter-Strike was more true than it had ever been before.
Yeah.
Remarkable.
Yeah, imagine playing with Bin Laden in some game. That's pretty cool.
Because imagine if his username was just real Bin Laden or something like that.
But back then, there was no voice chat, so it would have been indistinguishable whether or not a 13-year-old was yelling at you.
Imagine if you're playing as a counter-terrorist and then fucking Bin Laden himself walks in on the terrorist side.
No, you do it like this.
Bin Laden with the fucking steel chair.
Oh, got a revolver.
Oh, amazing. What a strange world we live in.
Deepest.
I do dislike how what's the word? Oh, black and white. The news cycle paints everything. There's zero objectivity in anything now. Same for internet forums. I keep reading about what's going on in Lebanon, and for me it's different because I know a guy from Lebanon, so he tells me what's going on over there. I'm these people are so ignorant. The way they just call for blood.
My question about that whole situation is, why is America so deeply involved in that shit?
Probably has everything to do with
anything we need.
Israel.
They don't even have oil.
It's ideological.
They do have one thing, that they're the only double quote friendly nation for them in the Middle East. So if
we have other allies in the region. We have Jordan, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Jordan's a joke.
Saudi Arabia, those good old boys, really great. Love them.
Yeah, they suck, but at least they have oil.
But I think more importantly is that if they give up Israel, then I think the concern is that then China or Russia will instead pick up Israel and start selling them weapons.
We got Qatar, baby. Don't forget Qatar.
So I think the argument from the way I understood online is America won't stop shipping weapons to Israel because then it won't be able to stop Russia and China from shipping weapons to Israel.
Did that zombie kill me in midair?
I'm pretty much
That's not the first time it's happened to you,
Russia will start sending weapons to Israel at this moment.
I mean, it's a big boon for American defense industries to make shitloads of, because they co-developed the David Sling and the Iron Dome with Raytheon. It's an American company. They make shit tons of money from sending missiles and bombs.
I guess it's a really good place to test new weapons.
I did read somewhere that American aid to Israel kind of counts as a subsidy for the defense sector.
Yes, it absolutely is. Most of it is, actually.
So, I mean, it's probably like a multitude of reasons, but it could be as well that it's a political inertia from the Hamas attack. Because definitely the media just seems to think, oh, these people are exactly the same. Even though they're not, but...
I mean, if you look online, you were talking about forums earlier, like, there's a lot of walled gardens, like, for example, like, that are extremely pro-Israel. Then there's, like, on the other side, it's, like, there's, like, not a lot of nuanced discussion going on. You're right about that.
From my perspective, I fully admit that I do not understand the entirety of the political complexities there, and
it's really complicated
at all. I am not.
Yeah, Lebanon has a history of being split up as a nation, so I don't know enough about it to comment. One of the better takes I read, I guess not better, but one of the things that are being talked about is how this is essentially a wider war between Iran and Israel. Because although Iran shoots is, according to law, an act of war, but they've been doing it so long that they kind of been de facto at war with each other. They just don't bother declaring war.
Nobody declares war anymore.
Apparently, yes.
Well, warfare has lost all style. No one's doing it properly.
When was the last time somebody actually declared war?
Now you got to have a special military operation. It's got to be something that you just do as like a.
Wait, I think there was a good headline for when the IDF moved into Lebanon at first. I'm trying to remember it.
Someone always gets gotten by that. Always.
I mean, I call it out, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
I'm gonna tip out real quick. I'm gonna look for the quote I had.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, man.
Okay, I found it. Yeah, so it was not ground invasion, it was localized targeted ground raids.
What's the thing that Israel says? This is de-escalation through escalation.
Well, so far as everyone seems to be escalating, so we'll see how long that goes on for.
I've told this to
There's like a thing in the Middle East where it's like if someone shoots you, you're obliged to shoot them back, otherwise they'll have the last laugh. so it becomes a thing of pride. You have to respond.
I mean, you just kind of need to shoot in their general direction.
My flashlight is depleted.
Told this to Psycho before, but still, it would be fun if, Austria declares war on Israel. They'd have a record on starting 3 world wars,
Oh, we better get out.
Good old Austria. You ever hear that Norm Macdonald stand-up bit?
Yes.
Wacky Austrians.
Go look up the Norm Macdonald stand-up about Germany. It's pretty funny.
They did win the election, but the way it looks like, they're probably not going to find other parties to have a coalition with, so they might not be governing the country, though they got the most votes. So but it's not like they have to re-vote like you guys. Like, as long as other parties find a majority.
However, you don't even have full Schengen?
No, the Austrians fucked us over. Like, before the Austrians, it was always the fucking Dutch saying that if they gave Bulgaria and Romania Schengen, a bunch of gypsies will invade Netherlands and they'll steal all of our social security payments and shit.
The fuck is Schengen?
And then eventually, the Dutch decided, okay, we're gonna stop fucking Bulgaria and Romania over.
Not from Europe.
It's like no border controls and blah blah between the countries.
Yeah, and now Austria's like, border control isn't good, there's too many illegal immigrants coming from Bulgaria and Romania, and if we allow no borders, then Austria will be swamped by filthy Syrians, etc., etc. the usual racist vitriol.
Oh.
Like, if I wanted to travel to Europe, I have to make Schengen visa for those who, I mean...
Well, once you're in, that means you can generally travel between countries because you're in the Schengen zone without extensive border checks.
Yeah.
I mean, I know at least with Serbia and I think Romania, the only thing they...
You doomed him now.
They kind of want from you is your ID. They never necessarily asked for like a Schengen passport when I was on the border.
They command you to demonstrate mastery of the Schengen technique.
We really suck hard on this map for some reason.
The Schengen technique, it basically just allows you to, it's a ninjutsu technique that lets you fucking pass through borders without being noticed.
Like border no clip or something.
It's from that episode where Naruto fucking smuggled people across the border. Good times, good times.
Did he smuggle them in his butt?
Yes, sure.
I'm sure there's a reason why you said
Schengen no jutsu.
Schengen. Yeah, Schengen for some reason sounds some Japanese.
Yeah, it sounds like a fucking
dude.
Perhaps this round we shall have better luck.
Do it.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's speedrun with them who is not that good.
Oh, the disrespect.
I
think this
pulley.
just
I need to get the pulley out of here. Oh no. I'm so low on health already. I'm just taking a lot of fucking strays.
If you got the objective, it was all worth it.
I've thrown it out past
Some of you may die.
No man, you're mine.
I got it. I got the fucking thing.
Oh shit, I'm out of ammo.
Bastard.
Go.
Bastard.
Bastard.
Did we win?
Bastardo.
We got all the stuff. Everyone just get to the lift and hold it. In the process, I lost almost all of my health, but I defeated fate. I have not been killed.
Need to stay though.
I mean, you can fight fate, but sometimes it fights back.
So, can we have a raise of hands? How many here commute to work daily by car?
I do.
Not nowadays.
Nope.
How many of you drive to work? That was the question.
I would, but my workplace is very close to me, so I walk.
I work from home or take a bus.
Not that many people.
But I can't drive to work if I need
the
to.
thing I wanted to bring up is, if you had to drive to work, like say your work is far away, would you drive like a car you barely care about that's like cheap to run, or would you buy a more luxury car so it's like has comfy seats or something?
I actually don't have driver license, but all of the cars I like are usually around 20 or 25 or 50 years old.
I wouldn't recommend using one of those as your daily driver. Like, that's at the point where it's got past the point of being cheap and got to the point where it's just difficult to repair.
Oh, that's like my
I would
car.
just say no from a safety perspective. I think cars that old if you crash the wheel just headshots you.
I'm 34 years old. Or 34 years old.
The cars that I like are engine Opel with immortal engine, basically.
How did I survive
can drive 3 million miles or 5 million kilometers.
My fiction saved you.
Another one is DeLorean, obviously. And the third one is Sky.
Isn't that a terrible car?
The key thing with the DeLorean is it was a piece of shit when it was new, so it's no worse now than it was when it first came out.
Yeah, probably you're right. But I've seen one in museum, it looks amazing.
How do you die, Mob?
I took chip damage from that fire. I had 3 health left since the time we got the pulley back to the lift.
The generator is on, so don't have to.
I've been functionally dead for a while. And in the game.
Yeah, no, I drive a old car.
But
I remember a little while back we were discussing on here, you showed one and I said, oh, that looked like an old Skoda that my mum used to have, and I showed you a picture of it. Yeah, it was a classic.
Oh my god, Skoda.
But probably best one would be actually ancient.
I don't remember you showed me a Skoda.
I thought I did, or at least I mentioned one, because I mentioned that my mum used to drive an old Skoda Favourite way back, and I thought you were there and you responded.
But I didn't see any picture.
Okay, well, I think we maybe just mentioned it then, but yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't send a
Pacific
picture
Drive.
of a
Like
car. I don't have a picture of a car my mum had when I was in primary school. I don't have a picture of that to hand, I'm afraid.
Of what, sorry?
When I was in my early teen years, my father used to drive emerald-colored Saab. Those were cool. That one was cool pretty much. If you remember that those existed.
Oh yeah, don't Saabs have the ignition like next to the shifter?
I don't know.
Instead of where cars normally have it.
Saab is like the one Spanish car manufacturer, isn't it?
No, Swedish.
No, Saab is the wrong
too.
one. I was thinking of Seat, I think.
Yeah, say it.
Getting fucking mixed up.
Saab
is the one that's like ultimately boring and very safe and reliable. Like they do really well in safety tests, if I remember right. Saabs.
Yeah, a little.
Yes,
the thing I heard about Saab though is because they're bought out at this point. You really got to know how to take care of them yourself, because there's not many mechanics who can do it for you. But if you know how to service it and can get the parts, then yeah, people like them.
I will say that.
Why would you ever
find it
choose a car, Fox? Sorry, Mo, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I just said it.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, I
bizarre question.
Like from my perspective, like I don't drive. I don't have a driving license.
Oh my god!
What's going on out there?
You know, I still, because of playing games, there's still some cars that I'm like, oh man, I think that's a really interesting and cool car, but I don't like. You know, it's not like I'm going because I have or will ever drive one, but I'm just like, oh man, in that game, it's really neat. Like, I feel like there's a whole bunch of people who, because of playing Gran Turismo games, just have weirdly, like, nuanced opinions on, like, Japanese cars of the 90s because they just happen to fill their games with them. Like,
I just remember one of my biggest mistakes ever was playing Gran Turismo in front of my father, because like he's a huge car guy, and Gran Turismo is realistic enough that he could like reasonably like, you know, fucking reasonably critique my driving. So he was like, what the fuck are you doing? You gotta slow down.
I will actually say Gran Turismo 4 is a pretty... Gran Turismo 4 is actually a pretty great game to emulate, because you can get a patch for it that tweaks the pressure-sensitive acceleration and deceleration.
Sorry, I didn't know.
So that it works nicely with triggers on a controller. Because the PS2 had pressure-sensitive face buttons, so then you can remap it to the triggers and make it play like a modern racing game.
What the fuck is that?
Let me guess.
Oh my god, that
also likes football, right?
What?
I mean, your father also likes football.
No, he likes tennis.
Oh, amazing. Would not expect that. But yeah, third car that I want would be Nissan Skyline, obviously. Yeah, because of games.
Classic.
Yeah. But safest bet probably would be that ancient Volvo with the immortal engine, because you know, materials are pretty hard to come by for other cars, especially DeLorean.
Can't you just fucking beat it out of a goddamn like sheet of stainless steel if you need to replace a panel with a DeLorean? Can't be much worse than what it has normally.
Just... So, my DeLorean's broken. I'm going to the blacksmith.
Well, what you need to do is you need to get it up to 80 miles an hour and then go back into the past and then get it repaired and then come back to the future.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I have a weird soft spot for, thanks to playing Gran Turismo, I have a weird soft spot for the, like, Mazda RX-7 from the 90s, which is a fun car, but, you know, in real life, absolutely burns oil.
Just burns?
Burns oil. Like,
Yeah,
the thing just goes through
rotary
oil at an insane rate.
Is that because of the rotary engine?
Yes, rotary engines are notorious for that.
Fantastic.
Psycho Skull map.
Nice.
I'm getting.
What was that someone said at the last second?
It sounded like I'm gay.
I really do wish that time period was longer.
Yeah, Foxer said that. Foxer, are you gay?
Yeah. Alright. I thought I was hallucinating.
Man, what a time to
No, I'm
come out.
bisexual.
Fair enough.
The secret rifle has been found.
Skull, why there is car floating in there?
That's where the Zium gets named Zium.
Ah, shit.
Well, how it used to happen.
Yes. This map
To be honest,
predates
I
CMR, now that I remember.
Yep.
It reminds me of that one JS co-op map.
No, don't
that was
break it in
basically
here.
a fucking fairground like this.
I needed ammo.
Yeah, throw it outside and then break it.
Now you break it. Oh! Ow!
Oh, let me open this door. Oh, it's already
Do
open.
you understand now?
Why you do this to
Remember,
me?
folks, confined spaces are death. The zombie master confined space will always catch fire, or explode, or fill with gas, or lock and have zombies, or flood. Confined spaces will kill you.
What?
I just wanted a snack, man.
What if you no-clipped and touched the car? Would it disappear?
Well, there's also one at the start of Frozen Fail Train that you can just walk into and it doesn't do anything.
You might be
What
named
is the
like
car
the
even
zombie
used
master.
for again?
It was for naming the zombie master. It was essentially a trick
set
that
it to break on
originated
touch,
from.
which would also work with the zombie master touching it.
That's
I
it.
lost my health when I got the key.
Why I needed to rename Zium?
Oh fuck knows.
Oh, maybe
Probably
with
for the
teleport.
checkpoint thing.
Yeah, probably to do with
And I
that.
think some damage.
Everyone,
filters
we need to be over here.
Why would you need to rename the Zombie Master for the checkpoint?
I think it
I
was
don't know, it's the only dodgy thing I can think of in here.
No, it was
to
for
teleport him.
the special boss zombies basically, so that the zombie master can't kill them just with the delete zombie thing. So like,
But
you
also,
set a
for,
damage
for
filter.
the other thing, to teleport the zombie master, you have to use a point teleport, which works by name. And that would be the other reason.
I will
Right
Now it
there's
doesn't
no
need
name
to
for the zombie.
exclamation point ZM, but
That didn't exist back in 121.
yes, that's why I said nowadays.
The reason it
I see.
exists is because this doesn't work in ZMR. Has did it like that.
Yeah, like that stuff was added as a backport because the car trick doesn't work in ZMR.
So many of us have low health. How come?
Probably
Because the
skill
zombie
issue.
master's trying to kill us, it's a competitive game.
No, it was. We all had low health near the beginning.
First time.
It's okay if you get the other part of the map, you might get healed. If that shit even works.
Where's the healing thing? Remind me.
It's in the fountain. When you cross the fountain, it heals you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Quickly, everyone. The roller coaster.
Remember when that cart would kill the entire team?
No. But that's probably...
I mean, doesn't it still do that if you try to actually ride it?
No,
We'll see.
When it would just run you over.
Whee!
No, that's boring way more.
What, not
Oh
that?
fuck! I fell. Goddamn roller coaster.
What? I remember when I was growing up, the roller coaster that I rode the most was a place called Lake Compounds. It was a roller coaster called Boulder Dash. Turns out it's actually one of the best wooden roller coasters in the world.
Oh no, I don't agree with that.
But that's an amusing play on words.
Yankee Cannonball, baby.
I mean, there can be multiple among there can be multiple of among the best. Like, you don't have to disagree.
No, I think it was actually voted as the best a couple times.
Oh no, it wasn't.
I think this can just be put to an admin vote and be solved in an instant.
I mean, I went on El Toro more recently, and that one's pretty fucking
I'm just
good.
being difficult.
It's catching on to us.
It's catching up. It's
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Did anyone see that? Did anyone see what I just did?
I was looking. Most impressive.
What did you do?
So Major jumped and airstrafed around the cart. If he failed his airstrafe, he would have been in the water.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Roger, I thought you hated
flabbergasted I actually pulled that off.
The jumping puzzle.
I've seen that almost, but I was spectating more. That was much funnier.
Also, I really like where you put the Mojo spray.
You let the guys through, Reggie.
Huh?
Where did you put
Mojo spray? Is excellent looking.
Yeah.
Look at the front of the roller coaster. The door that everyone came in.
Oh, nice.
You just peek it out.
Oh, we're dead.
I remember when I went to Six Flags Great Adventure, there was they had a newer roller coaster called the Jersey Devil. That was a really interesting one.
Is that at Six Flags?
Yeah, it's a Great Adventure in New Jersey. But it was like a fucking a single rail. And you were riding in single file. And it was a crazy fucking roller coaster. Like,
this is making me want to go to
crazy
Six Flags right now.
G rolls and shit.
I find it interesting that essentially, when we say theme park, there's two things that people can think of. There's theme parks which are essentially, this is a large field filled with roller coasters, and then there's theme parks in the Disney mold where it's like, this is a large field where we have spent copious, ridiculous amounts of money trying to style it to look exactly like something. And I love that they're both just under the category of theme park, but they wildly different in scope and focus.
I mean, they both tend to have roller coasters, though.
Oh yeah, they both tend to have roller coasters, but the stuff around it is what's crazy. The actual theming is, questionable. Not that I'm saying that either of them is a wrong idea. I just find it crazy that the spectrum of theme park includes meticulously detailed, crazy sets, and also just it's filled with roller coasters. Ride the roller coasters; they're thrilling.
It's kind of funny. Just Six Flags just kind of half-asses it.
Yeah.
There's an entire theme park in South Korea, I think. That's like a sex theme park. I saw a documentary on it.
Nice.
I thought you were going to end your sentence. There's an entire theme park in South Korea.
They got one.
Then the sentence got way better.
All right.
Okay. They still only have a quarter of one.
Hello.
The roller coaster. The only roller coaster I've been was in
Guys, I want to ride the Penetrator. No, we need to ride the Impregnator first. We got to work up this shit.
And it was, as far as I know, disassembled.
What do you mean you gotta work up this shit? The Penetrator comes before.
Mob, I think you broke him.
I mean, you say that as if Zombine, as if sort of repression and things like that doesn't breed weirder and weirder kinks. Like, is that not the rule of the world?
What the fuck? Sex themed park, and without sex, they should at least have like blowjob in the ticket
like
price.
That's
He's speaking facts right there.
I got some glory holes at the bathrooms, you know?
Are those super unsanitary?
No, they're perfectly sanitary.
Depends how well maintained it is.
The point I make is just that, in places where people are having less sex, you tend to get the weirder and weirder shit. Like,
yeah, you're right about that. Japan, oh my god, yes, Japan.
Yeah, like people marrying their virtual girlfriends and things like that.
I'd marry Miku.
By virtual girlfriend, I'm referring to, dating simulator, not someone they know on the internet.
Ouch. I mean, who else are you gonna marry?
No, I don't want to waste time on emulators. What shall I do?
Run.
Fuck it, I'm just going. So if I'm remembering this right, because there's let's see, the checkpoint is not refined, it's gonna be easier than if we did it without it. Because one of the globes, I think, this doesn't teleport.
What? So it soft locks the game?
No, it's just we skip a room.
Oh.
Ah shit, I didn't follow the left hand rule. Now I'm lost in the maze.
Not a ton to
I thought
get
it was
lost
the right hand rule.
Use your sense of direction. Just remember what direction is north and you'll be fine.
Just open the minimap, dumbass.
Path from the fountain's been reviewed. Good thing I found the fountain.
What
was that one
lost
source map? What was that one map in Obsidian Conflict that was like a Zelda dungeon that like they actually had a mini map?
Yeah, it's
like,
just Zelda. Hey, you know what we should do? We should play Obsidian. We should play Obsidian Conflict.
When it gets released on Steam, we will play it for sure.
I've been waiting for the patched version that doesn't crash when people explode.
Yeah, that's never gonna fucking happen. The devs are perfectionists.
Oh, and this one just spawned right there.
I was actually like making a map for Obsidian Conflict at one point.
Pray tell, what's the reason now?
Like I could.
Oh, that was easy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
First try.
First pillar. Amazing.
Now the worst boss fight in video game history.
Who's stuck? Think in the... No. In this shit.
Oh no, it's John G-Man.
It's burning.
Isn't the issue something to do with GitHub?
Easiest fight in the game.
I mean, this is a very American thing, right? Just there's a ghost and you just shoot him, because firearms solve everything.
Yeah, I mean
I take that.
What the fuck is a ghost gonna do? Kill you? Then you're gonna be a ghost too, and it's gonna be really awkward for him. So he's not gonna kill you. Like,
How else do you deal with a ghost?
The ghost will probably make you watch YouTube Kids.
Oh god, I'd rather shoot him.
But you can't shoot.
What if the ghost comes at you aggressively flossing?
Why can't the current OC team just create a public beta?
Skibidi Sigma Riskoon Shill.
Bro.
Like, I genuinely thought getting into the private beta would be fun, but it isn't fun.
What?
I got on the Obsidian Conflict Steam release private beta.
Yeah?
Because, you know, I've been hosting a server and making custom player models and shit.
Yeah.
And I thought it might be fun, you know, I might encounter some fun magic and whatever, but...
Turns out the real fun was the friends you made along the way, and you can't play with your friends.
Yeah, the real fun was genuinely playing Obsidian Conflict with friends. Yeah. And I can set up a lobby, I can set up my server, but really...
Yeah, it was pretty fun on your server, not gonna lie.
But really, what's the point? Just so that I can have a 24/7 server in a mod that that doesn't even have an active private player base.
Oh, I think I'm trapped.
Why more?
Huh? Okay, this one's definitely locked. What about... Oh. Well, I guess that solved itself.
That just took a little while to murder me, yeah. Trap working as intended.
Get about it.
And yeah, I basically just genuinely realized that Obsidian Conflict, even if it's broken, is, well, fun with friends.
What's the difference what's the difference with the newer version?
Doesn't crash quite as often, presumably.
It has. So here's
Someone find the key burning.
It's on base 2013, so it's a lot more updated, and it crashes less, and it also fixes a very specific little problem with the 2007 mod.
What?
It has a functional mount system, so you don't have to do this hacky workaround where you extract all of the VPK files for Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, CSS, etc.
Yeah, just the mounting in the original broke when Steam Pipe was in.
Yeah. Oh no, and apparently it turns out that Valve did create something that they did create a sort of thing where base 2007 should technically be able to read VPKs for some Steam emulation bullshit. Sherlock knows more about it. But it's apparently broken. And it's never been fixed.
Even back when the mounting did work in it, I remember very, very specifically playing it, and it seemed to be a bug that only happened with AMD cards at the time. Like, this is when it was still somewhat, you know, a contemporary mod. But I remember there being a thing where when you mounted things, it would just sometimes go a bit weird, and weapons that you were holding would be rendered inside out. Like the BSP would go strange as well in the levels and render things in the wrong order as well. And then you just had to fuck around with a few bits and like turn some things on and off, and then it would fix itself. It happened to me, and I think at least one other person that had an AMD graphics card at the time.
It still happens, actually. Well, I had an AMD card until 2023, and whenever I played Obsidian Conflict, that bug would happen. And the only way I fixed it is by just restarting the mod.
And it's still a thing. Okay, I remembered it right. So the weapon's inside out, right? That's. I'm not crazy.
The weapons are inside out. The props are inside out, and you can kind of see through walls. The sprites lose their alpha maps.
Yeah. It looks fucking weird is what it looks like. I know too much. It's hard to describe. It takes you a moment to realize what's happening, but yeah, you're just holding a strange...
I think I have a video clip of it. Give me a second.
Oh, amazing.
It was a video clip about me complaining Obsidian Conflict running at 5 FPS, but it's also the bug.
I was going to say, so well, we've talked about this before when playing this map, but this is a curious... like graveyard of names where we still know some of the people. Like Far, we know. Mobman, I don't know who that guy is. Blitz, some of us remember Blitz. Jadopus came on here once in recent memory. Devil's still around. Captain is occasionally still around. Gookie, a lot of you have never met, I feel.
Yeah.
Or at least not
He had long ass hair.
I barely remember who the fuck Ranzar was anymore.
Oh, it's sped up.
Skull is still a person though.
Probably
Honestly,
not going to be able to repeat my trick.
A large number of the people are still surprisingly still around.
Well, yeah.
Why are you still
as I
here?
said, this is the best multiplayer game. For a reason.
Oh, also, Zombine, they're both fine. I mean, I personally prefer AMD just because they seem to actually have got, they got their shit together with Ryzen, and the Ryzen ones are pretty fucking good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the...
Intel were the ones that, very recently had that thing where their high-end processors just, whoops, they slowly kill themselves. So, at the minute, AMD's the one that looks better.
They can't patch it, it's fucked up.
It's a hardware problem.
The thing is that there's stuff they might be able to do with microcode to prevent it, I think. I think there's some things they've discussed with it, but it can't undo the damage on processors that have already been fucked by it. Because it's done physical damage to them.
Also, I have to assume that anything they're doing in software in order to prevent them from balking themselves quite so quickly or at all is presumably going to hurt the performance.
Oh, almost certainly it will blunt performance.
You obviously can infinitely
Yes.
increase temperature of the processor to increase its power.
But yeah, 5700X3D is a good one. I helped a friend build a computer yesterday with a 7800X3D, and he was very satisfied.
That's the one I have.
No, dude, yours is fine because it's not the later models, only later models like 1380 or
I patched it, so it's not
1390.
There you go. You'll probably be all right. I think it was only the higher end ones that were really having issues.
Yeah, it was only
the ones that they
just
clocked to within like an inch of their life, where they were like, "We've got to squeeze every bit of performance out of this."
Okay, all right. Made me panic.
It's the i9 Extreme.
Because isn't the thing basically that the processors overvolt themselves to the point that they just fry themselves?
Yeah, also Intel
I've got a
processors are like...
I've got a 5800X3D, which is it's basically like the slightly better but now discontinued version of the 5700X3D, and it's great. It's just
I'll probably go
really
with
solid
AMD for my
processor.
next one, I think.
Well, I was gonna get that, but it's now around, I think, 300 euros, while the
they discontinued.
700 is
hard to
like
get.
180 or so, nearly double for some few percent.
For a few percent. The 5700X3D is the real champion of the mid-range build now, I would say.
I think when it was released, there was hardly a price difference, so it wasn't worth getting the 5700, but right now there's no reason to get the 5800 anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the 5600X is also a really solid processor. Like, none of these are out of date right now. I will say that the reason why I'm glad I went with AMD when I, rebuilt my computer some years back is because ultimately going with AMD meant that I was able to buy a motherboard that was on the AM4 platform, and I had a 2700X. I was then able to, many years later, update the BIOS on that, buy a 5800X3D, and get, I think a 50% CPU performance uplift without changing my motherboard. And Intel changes sockets so often that simply is not an option.
I want to say that
I do not remember releasing Godzilla Revamped V5.
I want to say that I want to say that I got my Ryzen processor back in 2017 when they were brand new. Like, before that, I was looking at reviews and I was like, damn, AMD's actually made really good processors in current year.
Yeah.
And then not long after that, my motherboard died, and it was a motherboard for an Intel 3rd Gen i5, something like that. So it was it was no longer being produced. So I see the reviews for the Ryzen processors. I'm like, okay, let's see if the computer shops here actually have Ryzen processors. And they did, and I remember one of them saying, you're,
you can go around it.
You're probably the
we can
first
just
person.
die in a minute.
I mean, there are Hulks behind you now, so you're fucked, but...
I have 8 HP, so it was only a matter of time.
And the guys at the computer place were saying, hey, you're probably the first guy in the entire city, if not country, to have one of these processors.
Which one was that?
1500X. Like, that was exactly on the day or week Ryzen came out that I had to like get a Ryzen processor because my motherboard died and was no longer being produced.
And then you were able to upgrade to a processor 3 generations in advance of that on the same motherboard, I assume, because
the motherboard was pretty cheap. I couldn't do any BIOS updates that would allow me to use... what was it? The 5600X? I had to buy a completely new motherboard for it.
Oh, fair enough. Same socket, but they didn't do the BIOS updates, because I bought, like, a premium... one of the next generation of Ryzen motherboards, so I got a... I think the motherboard's like an X470.
I got the orange one.
And yeah, I bought a high-end one, and I was able to do it up. So I went from a 2700X to 2 generations later on processor, and same fucking thing. Same motherboard, which I appreciate is an upgrade path.
The second one is yours map, right? Well, because I've nominated, I forgot the name of your map. Just chosen which one is yours. I mean, at least I think.
Election interference.
The most recent map, by the way. This is the newest.
I was thinking, because when the 15th, when I bought the 5600X and the motherboard upgrade 3 years ago, I was thinking, hey, maybe I should wait for the 700s, for the 7000 series, or however it was called, to come out, because it'll be using DDR5, I won't be stuck on DDR4, and I can probably upgrade my CPU without changing the motherboard. But then I was looking at DDR5 prices, and I was like, this is really expensive. So I decided to just buy a
memory standards are always
5600X.
costly.
Yeah, so I decided to just buy the 5600X and stick with DDR4. Chances are I'm probably gonna upgrade my CPU, like, I don't know, maybe when DDR6 comes out or whatever, because so far DDR4 seems to be doing the job pretty well.
My 1050
when I upgraded
like 2
mine,
years ago.
Upgraded mine, I was in Micro Center talking to them, like, so like, is 32 gigabytes enough RAM still? He's like, yeah. Like,
oh, hell yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, my previous PC has 64 gigabytes of RAM. This one has.
Tank 2 needs to go way up.
Tank 1 needs to go way up.
Someone was building a PC and he was like, I have 64 gigs of RAM. And
Tank 2 needs to go a little bit up.
Oh, that's 64 gigs? That's way too much. Like 32 will be more than enough.
Tank
and then I come in with my... And then I come in with my future seeing prophecy third eye, and I go 32 gigs in our current Electron app hell. You're gonna want those 64 gigs in 3 years.
The hell is an Electron app?
Electron apps are apps that everyone out the door, this way, down this way.
Run!
This way again. No.
You need to make that alarm about like 20 times louder, I think.
I'm pretty sure I made it louder for this version.
Yeah, you made it.
It's still barely audible.
Make it as loud as a certain gate was.
You just stack the entities, not directly on top of each other, but like next to each other. And then it'll be
Is that a fucking
The thing that I've discovered though is that more than one sound cannot actually be coming from the same like sound source thing.
Yeah, that's why you have to keep the little distance between them to make the sound stack.
Well, what I always do is I just have like like in Godzilla the way I do the sound for his beam is that it's actually like multiple sound things. Like the fucking like entity.
How many?
I think there's like 7 or so.
It's close to death. Close. You can tell by the smoke.
It's because like all the tiny little cans that he uses to like determine which
carbon
direction.
tax train.
Electron apps they're essentially just websites that have been baked into an app. It's people doing HTML and JavaScript apps.
They're basically Google Chrome running in the background. Steam moved from Green to Electron.
Jesus, I jumped into a zombie
Discord
spawn.
is Electron.
Yep. Microsoft Visual Studio Code is Electron.
Holy shit.
Out there.
So yeah, every time you have Steam open and Discord open, and if you use Chrome, even Chrome, that means you have free Chrome web browsers open on your computer at the same time.
I mean, the amount it uses is in the, it's not really like at the point where you need 64 gigs yet, man. It's nowhere near that. These use in the order of hundreds of megs rather than, tens that they should really need. This isn't exactly one of those things where you're going to need to, have an obscene amount of RAM to deal with it.
Nicely animated. At this PC I have 32 gigs.
It's still fucking Chromium. Yeah, Brave is Chromium.
Yeah.
Everything that's not Firefox is Chromium.
There were actually the Linux. There was this one independent browser engine. What was it called? Ladybird. That's being in development, and there was also another one by the Linux Foundation. I forgot the name though. So there are at least 2 independent web browser engines that are being developed that are not Chromium.
See, I just never switched to Chrome because I, stuck with Firefox from Solve.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was temporarily on Opera, but Opera, they used to have their own rendering engine, but they ended up moving to fucking Chrome.
Same as everyone else.
Yeah, and in the process of moving to Chrome, they did some really fucking stupid shit, because I used to use Opera before because it had a built, before Chromium, right? I used to have a built-in torrent downloader. You used to be able to group tabs together. And you had a little bit more customization options than usual. But primarily used it because you could group together tabs. That was the greatest thing ever.
That was pretty balanced.
And once they went Chromium, I was like, oh well, this isn't very nice. Where's all the cool shit that I'm used to? And I moved to Firefox, and I never looked back.
Yeah, it's good.
I've had a good experience with Firefox. I just noticed this thing where you have to keep hardware acceleration or whatever thing on, because if you turn that setting off, it seems to make the YouTube run at what looks like low FPS.
I mean, hardware acceleration, I feel like is something you need on in general then, because I feel like it's probably on in Chrome too.
Probably.
Oh shit, wrong.
It's just all hardware acceleration is using the GPU to do GPU things. That's all it is.
Now that I think about it, I think I turned that off because I was troubleshooting a blue screen issue, and that was one of the potential causes. I later found out it was unrelated, though.
I remember AMD when they first released their first RDNA GPUs, the 5000 series. Their drivers were pretty shit, and one of the ways to prevent drivers from crashing was to disable hardware acceleration on Firefox.
Yeah, I recall.
And Discord as well.
Maybe that's what I read that one time.
They did eventually fix it though, so yay.
Yeah, I remember an issue where it was like scrolling in a browser would just make it die. Sometimes, just freeze the whole computer.
Tank 2 slightly
way up.
Tank 1 much higher.
Tank 1 needs to go way up.
Yeah, Tank 1 much higher.
Okay, Tank 1 needs to go a little bit up.
We're maxed out.
Oh, I guess one down from max.
A little bit down.
I think that was 2 down.
Nope.
Keep pressing. There we go. Let's go.
Fox away.
I got dazed by the drifter and I didn't know where and what to do.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, my previous PC had 64 gigs of RAM because I wanted to make sure
I've got to add some big signs to that room of this way out.
Because my first PC has...
In your defense, I went the way of the zombies, which was not very smart.
Because my first PC had 128 megabytes of RAM, and it wasn't fucking enough for anything, especially for my favorite Morrowind. No, I couldn't reset my PC every 5 minutes like Xbox did.
I remember
very not enough for Morrowind.
I remember trying to play black and white on a computer that just couldn't handle it.
No, I think it was actually black and white was pretty fine. I don't recommend you to stand there, Reggie. Bye.
Yeah, I dodged it.
I
got
have... Go on. Alright. I have pretty fun memory about... Oh, sorry, black and white. I was thinking about Fable. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Those are same games.
Cool story.
Go on. Go on if you want a good story.
No, I was just saying because you didn't.
Yeah,
you just said I had a cool story about black and white, but it was actually Fable. It's a cool story, bro. Thank you.
The translation was made by the worst translation program I've ever encountered because it was so fucked up. The second game that I had, it was actually Oblivion.
Banshees?
Whoa! Banshees!
Banshees?
Barrel time.
So, for example, if I tried to translate some shit from Fable, was save button was translated to Russian and something else, press machine or something insane. Or like.
Oh, that reminds me of the German version of Oblivion, where they apparently did a really bad translation, and all the names, for example, the potions were way too long, so you had like like you wouldn't even know what it's supposed to say if you talk the language, because it was just abbreviated words and not whole words.
It was something like German tanks, right? Those were... Yeah, mob knows. Panzer Kampfire.
Yeah, but you know German tanks where it's just like SDKFZ something.
No, it's actually a shorter term. There are much longer terms for that.
I know, but like, there's a lot of German tanks. Yeah, that's just like abbreviations, right?
I've been to the tank museum in Bovington that had a few of them.
I need to go there again at some point. I've only been there as a kid. I wasn't really that into tanks back then.
But even though I'm not into tanks, but it is an awesome place. Oh yeah, plenty of tigers.
Cool, man. I want to see that.
Well, they have a working tiger that they fire up at least once a year.
I saw that.
Where does it come down?
Shush.
Yay.
I think they are.
Yeah, that ending is really like
known one.
Temporary. Placeholder.
Oblivion was fucked up too, and it was second game.
It's just like you end up in the situation where the only thing the Zymask can do is just spawn things in that one point.
Well, yeah, that's most finales in a nutshell.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, and that's bad. But please, it's not good.
No, you.
Well, at least it doesn't end in the void, you know, or the enclosed room and says you win. You're in fucking closed room. There are hordes of zombies behind you. You won. Congrats.
I mean, do tell me if you think of many finales that aren't just people shooting at zombies that come out of a spawn in the end. Like, it's a pretty common ending.
I mean,
hang on, there are some finales where you can shoot at zombies coming out of 2 spawns.
True.
2 spawns is the minimum.
I mean, there are 2 spawns. There's a fucking trap for banshees.
I need ammo.
Get wrecked.
Need more bullets.
Need more bullets.
I need more bullets.
I have to kill fast, but bullets too slow.
And in any case, I feel like at the moment it's very finely balanced at the moment. If you could spawn zombies twice as fast, I don't think it would be. Tank 2 up a lot.
Tank 1 up a little bit.
How are you guys so far ahead? We're still fighting our way
Up
out.
a little bit, Tank 2.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rob?
Oh, that was good.
Cool, we're done.
No, there's zombies here. Oh, they don't seem to care.
What's that? Sorry? What do I think about what? Sorry.
Thank you.
I want to play COD in general with both groups that I usually invite to.
What, like the fish?
Sessions.
Why do you want to play COD?
Oh, I want to play Modern Warfare 2 Original specifically.
I got that. I know loads of people do, but it is a good game on Steam.
Ooh, that train on the side, nice detail.
There's still servers.
I also want us to play Battlefield 2. But that might take a little bit more effort on my part
I think we're fine.
and everyone else's so that we can get like enough people. Which is basically 42 people, I think, the maximum player count.
Oh, that's a barrel.
Ow!
Yeah, I think I'm fighting the zombies and not the train at this point.
Genuinely, I know too much. If you can come up with some ways to change the finale to make it a bit more dynamic, I'm sort of constrained by the format.
Banshees!
Like, I made a decision with this map on a conceptual level. I'm open to suggestions, though.
Have another thing show up on the track beside you. I'm thinking of what it could do, though.
Because there's not as much room to
nice
move
banshee
around
kill.
in that area, so...
Oh, piss take.
Oh, mama.
Alright, folks, I need to go and sort out some dinner, so I am going to disappear.
I'm probably going to go do the same thing.
I'm dying.
It's a little short session.
Are you dining together?
Absolutely, it's going to be very romantic. I'm going to light some candles. We're going to share, one strand of spaghetti.
Amazing.
I mean, I'll just hang around till the next, really just to be involved in.
Yeah, I tend to hang around just for the RTV vote, just so I can make sure that you guys play some good fucking maps.
Are those good maps?
Those are both good maps.
They're not bad maps.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's going to be a short session for me this time, just due to general time constraints. But once again, folks, thank you for joining. As always, it's great to play with you all. I'll quickly just swap someone over to be the zombie master.
Oh, bye.
One more. Will you come again?
Who wants to be the zombie master?
Oh, me.
Zombine wants to be zombie master.
No, not Zombine. Will RTV if he's young.
First.
Make 2 zombie masters.
I think he's gone master as well.
What if we have 15 zombie masters and 1 survivor?
Well, it's gonna be like 1 Zion versus 1 survivor.
Fuck it, I can make people dead as zombie masters. There would be as much as zombie masters as there are dead players. If you want that sometime.
Up.
So, should I try it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, obviously it should be put to a vote first.
Good point.
No!
I forgot how to start it.
Vamos! Reggie, you bastard.
Can you write on Steam how to start
Trying to kill everybody.
I forgot.
I forgot as well. Well, I'm Ziamaya, a bit busy.
Can someone tell me how to start a vote? I forgot it. I mean, how to start a vote on server.
I don't know, you're the one with the mans.
Yeah, I know that I can make. But I forgot how to start a vote. You personally. Oh, thank you. Let's try it.
Oh my god.
No, sir.
And what's next? What's next, Charlotte? No, it doesn't work.
Oh no. Oh, that's a lot.
Thanks. We'll try it again. Says that Assemble to the wrong command. It says that assemble to the wrong command.
Alright, I'm gonna stop now. I feel embarrassed. I'm the only one not wearing pants.
No, Fire Lord Ozai, you are not wearing pants.
Oh, there we go.
Alright.
Wait, this was not the vote we wanted to do.
No.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
DMs.
No one placed their bets, so please vote before jumping.
1.
No.
Oh yeah, I should prepare the zombies for the next area. Duh.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Leaked hidden version?
I mean, after this round, obviously, not now. Or if you want, we can have some other map which might be funnier than this.
I can just imagine flat grass, an empty field covered with like 1,000 zombie spawners. That is how it should be. Those banshees just run into the water for no reason. Are you stupid? Oh wait, the water doesn't kill them for some reason.
Yeah, wrong button, sorry.
Molotov did the slow version. Oh, that would have been cool.
Did your lighter not ignite?
Yeah, no, it was doing that where the lighter failed to light it, and so it took longer.
I think that always happens if you're low health.
I am hurt, so my lighter works less well. Wait, what?
I gotta head out. Have a good one.
Bye, dude.
Bye.
There's different animations with the Molotov.
Yeah, I know, but like...
You light... What?
But it's like if you're hurt, your lighter works less well.
For those who don't
what kind of lighter is it in the animation? Because if it's one of those old ones that use the wheel, maybe you're just so hurt you can't like spin it fast enough to ignite it.
For those who don't know, it was the guy who made Diamond Shells.
To be honest, it would make more sense thematically if it was those cheap plastic ones where they're sometimes really hard to ignite because they're just so cheap.
One of those long fireplace lighters.
But that would have been so smooth.
Wow, this is 5 too many mines in here.
Oh. Kill.
Aren't you going to be turning the dead people into ZMs?
Doing it now.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the result. What was who won?
Yes, it was.
Wait, does it work now?
You're changing the survivor and they're instantly dying.
So did it turn them to ZM? Wait a moment. How can I it was possible back there, a moment.
You're turning them to survivor and they're instantly dying because it's the fucking...
Yeah, I thought that they're gonna turn, you know? ZM. Sherlock, I'll test it on you, you know? No.
Oh, we're fucked.
Oh look, now we got 2 ZMs.
No,
Wait, how did the ZM die?
Oh, he's not
Shoot the mine.
He's not there. Yeah, let's do it next, on next map. This one is not that fun with this shit.
What kind of map?
I don't know.
Obviously,
Diga. No. Something where you aren't restrained by timers.
I forget if elements restrained by timers.
Where you can control actually hordes of zombies, so zombie master could actually do something. Yeah. Let's
maybe downtown, because that's a scavenge map, and maybe that multiple ZMs will work.
Maybe Winchester.
Different parts of the
city. It would be insane. No, it's impossible.
No, Winchester is like the worst map ever.
Yeah. A moment. Let me check the list.
I think a large, wide open map would work better.
Yeah, large open wide. Which one?
Yeah, downtown comes to mind.
What about...
What was that one with the 3 control points?
Cleanup.
Cleanup, yeah, that one will be perfect. Or even your favorite SOS.
Yeah, SOS is too small.
Yeah, cleanup. Cleanup it is.
Cleanup would actually introduce some kind of an interesting metagame to it, where it's like you could just like focus on killing one person.
Hope it won't do that thing where it does the thing where one ZM can have a zombie spawn open in the entire map, but hopefully it doesn't do something stupid like only one ZM can command the zombies at a time.
Fuck.
Rascal.
Oh dear.
Where, Sherlock? Show me. Oh yeah, I know this part.
What the fuck? It's shaking.
All Beth, now you have to tell us what else you plan on changing then. Oh, while you're at it, could you make those trees in the 3D skybox to the right of the final elevator not be actually floating above the arena?
This map is actually a prequel to Hindenburg.
Fantastic.
Oh, well then just dev texture those models and I think it'll be okay.
Woo! Yeah, let's start TV and do that round with several ZMs.
Are we going to RP downtown?
No.
Evo City?
Dude, your PC couldn't run Evo City.
One more?
It's a shame that no...
Yeah, one more. Thanks. You know what to do. Yeah, this map is balanced towards survivors. Let's change it up. Everyone who wants to help Tutu, you can suicide. I'll switch you.
Alright.
Don't too many people die.
Not too many.
Clear on this.
Who damn it, whose side are you on, people?
Yeah, nice. It works.
Hey, murder time.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, nice, it works.
Wow.
Can someone else hold Bravo? I have a sniper, this is terrible. I can go hold like C or something instead.
Yeah, nice, some fucking team play at last.
Which control point is it?
Bravo's the one in the middle with the hole in the wall that's burning.
Oh, there's...
Okay, I'm sorry, this is not C, this is control point Moon Crescent. Crescent, I don't know.
I don't know if I think maybe we should...
We know, Zombie, that's why we didn't hear you.
think maybe there should be like 3 ZMs or something.
No. Stop whining.
At this point, I'm thinking it would have been better if Soundbine did not know.
Did you not ask?
Has he been talking this entire time?
What the fuck, Soundbine?
Fellow ZMs, quickly! Kill off some of your zombies!
Yes, kill off some of them at the control point Moon Crescent, please. We don't want to fight these Hulks no more.
Quick! The fucking spawn is closing! My Hulks! No!
No.
Damn, James, you gotta really work on that communication.
Switch yourself, by yourself.
Holy fuck, the sniper's so good on the C point, actually.
Really?
Yeah. These long sightlines, I am...
Sherlock. Dead.
Sherlock, yeah, switch yourself. Sherlock can do it. Yeah, now I can too.
No!
Still seems to be pretty, like, biased in favor of the survivors.
Yes, it is.
Too many ZMs, not enough zombie spawns.
Yes, of course
I
you share
know for a
resources.
fact that we share zombie spawns at least.
You also
I
share
mean,
resources.
population?
Yeah, population.
Fuck, this map should be remade. Maybe I should. Well, yes, someday I might try start making maps. Maybe. Maybe not.
One thing I guess we could try is giving ZMs more zombie cap.
Yeah, I was expecting you to do that, you know?
I mean, I could record the way I map, but my mapping style is so laid back to fall asleep watching it.
Oh, maybe sometime later when certain things happen. So,
Well, we can try one more round of this, and if it's not success,
round, I'll switch dead people to zombie masters.
Fuck it, make me a ZM.
Yeah, of course.
maybe that's the problem. We need to select ZMs more quickly so that, because while we're selecting ZMs, we just go capture stuff.
This map is beautiful. It's pretty fun, but sadly it's, yeah, survivor side. So Zamba, wanna be ZM? Fuck it.
He's still crossing himself.
So you don't want to help Foxa? What are you?
Shizo maxing? What? Oh, this time ZM.
Okay.
I consider it a blessing that we did not hear that. Probably we're not ready.
I didn't understand it.
Please don't attack me while I'm changing teams.
Kill it!
Yeah, this whole section on A should be entirely remade, because it's just flat. Easy to dodge.
The survivors always have the advantage in the open area. In open areas.
True. Skull, remember there was an ancient map where you basically run on white platforms that may remind you mushrooms from early Super Mario Bros. Games. But they're just giant flat platforms in the sky or some shit.
Is it like Don't Fall or something?
Maybe.
Behind you!
Don't fall. Do we have it on server?
Yeah, it definitely feels like I am limited by how much zombies I can spawn.
I mean, I feel like if you have multiple zombie masters, each zombie master should get like 30.
Oh no, we're like constantly maxed out. Also, for some reason it's telling me I'm getting negative resources. What the fuck?
Negative resources per minute.
Oh, I guess it's because someone is spawning? I don't know.
We're losing resources.
Wow, minus 4,000, what the fuck?
I think the resources per minute is based on a ratio of survivors to zombie masters.
Well, we just bankrupted.
Zombie masters bankrupted.
So yeah, it would be pretty fun to spawn as zombies.
So we were doing pretty well at first, and then the survivors captured the point once, and then we couldn't uncapture. I would look into this map to check how the fuck this capturing actually works, because it feels a little random.
There is a better version of this map, where these points are tested.
Wait, I remembered some kind of map that's depth textured that has capture points. Probably has made it because it has the zombie that shoots like artillery. I just have no idea what the fuck it's called. No, not Boxford, there is another.
When we have
Boxford is the only map that I can remember where a zombie is shooting artillery.
I'm telling you, there's another. I just for the life of me cannot remember the name. But it's very like basic, like it's like a CP map from TF2, but it's like the most rudimentary layout you can imagine.
There was a map which we were browsing, which we found when we were browsing Merge Archive, that was like a better version of this map. It was short and it had like 1 point, and it didn't have textures. Yeah. Basically, yeah, proto version of this map. So let's change it. This map is sadly unbalanced.
What map do we go for then?
We wanna again? We wanna do it again? I thought that we went.
Red Queen.
No, we need a map like this, like a little open. So, I don't know, we could try downtown, because that's kind of open and you like look for shit.
I think the only maps that'll work with zombie master or with multiple zombie masters are the more open ones. The ones that are like, not ones that are like point to point, like following objectives and stuff like that. It'd still be...
Yeah, so we can't do linear maps.
Voodoo, maybe.
Yeah, not linear maps.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe Godzilla, yeah.
Country train would definitely work.
I don't know if Godzilla would work.
Let's do Godzilla.
Will it work, Country Train?
I mean, I'm willing to play
It is
it.
open.
You need to increase the zombie population from 70 to 140 at least.
Yeah, if we can do that, we should see better results and limit ourselves to like 3 zombie stops. Otherwise, we bankrupt ourselves.
Actually, wanna play Don't Fall, man. We haven't played it in half a decade.
Have it?
Yeah, we have one on the hidden list. I think it shouldn't crash
okay.
the server, am I right?
A long
It should crash,
list
it should.
from that map archive.
Only one way to find out.
Oh,
Let's do
I want to
it.
see this hidden list.
Working now.
Yes.
Right.
Well, we're going to play some obscure
Wow,
maps.
you sound completely devastated.
Sounds completely devastated. Oh yeah, it's some... At least you can hear that I was about Brazilian politics for over an hour like a fucking schizophrenic on a mental ward.
You said you were typing at first, so we just thought you would type.
One RTV.
Bro.
Okay, let's try on this map.
Yeah, so who wants... Oh wait, okay, big Siams.
Only 3.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I want to try as well. First round.
Fuck, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think
to be there.
the volume is pretty lonely.
Am I doing it wrong? So like... I assembled. Yeah.
I'm gonna go decompile, clean up, and see how exactly it works.
I'm guessing the capture triggers are up at the same time or something. Because it feels really inconsistent, so find out why it's doing that.
But it did work when I've typed it in chat earlier. Well, now if we said yes, I want to ask Mop if it will actually crash the server.
Oh, I've never been in that hole.
Oh, sorry, Predator. It works like that if... Well, I should type it 2 times a day the first time in reset. If you want, I want to make you survivor again. Wanna become survivor? Alright. Because you're like on second list, it just reset. Sorry, I mean zombie on second list.
Up here, jump on me.
Hey, can you please harass someone else? Thanks.
No populations. I mean, there is population. No spare ones.
playing with me? Help me out here.
Sure, just let me finish reloading.
How do you like it?
I guess I'm gonna have to wait 2 weeks. 2 weeks to talk about the time I...
Well, you can talk now, but if you want more to listen...
I like the design of this brush microphone.
The merger to here because I just came back from voting, because voting in here is forced by law. And if you do not vote, your passport is rendered invalid.
You're like, what the fuck?
There's a moment. So yeah, I came back to voting. No, I didn't take my schizophrenic medication. That's why I was talking to myself for hours. I forgot to take my schizo meds.
Do you take schizo meds?
No, dude. I just stood.
No, he means in game, guys. What the fuck?
2 fucking hours talking with you people, but then my microphone was unplugged. No, it was not unplugged. It was just faulty.
In them, meds are extremely rare on maps. It's like on 1% of maps there are, you know, health hits.
Did we find the pornography cases?
Bruh.
Why do you spell pornography like the spy from Tier 2? Pornography cases.
I guess it just happened.
We only have 2 cases, so we're a bit short. I'm gonna miss Bullseye.
Why is NPC Bullseye removed?
Basically because zombies aren't NPCs, it's somehow related to that.
What do you mean by miss Bullseye?
We're still missing one. Well, 2 actually, but someone has one.
Zombie!
Yeah, respect that them who brought drifters.
We're cornering them. Bullseye.
Fucking Tokyo Drift, man.
Well, if any more of us died, the ZMs should run out of money, and then we'll win.
Oi, fuck off with that thing!
What?
Nah, you didn't say the magic word.
Shit, you had the... Alright, I think we're gonna reach critical mass any second now of Ziam not having
Any second. I have bad news for you. My actual menu broke. You know? I can't switch anyone.
Probably for the best.
Good news, my minion is stuck.
My minion is stuck.
Good. As predicted.
What was predicted?
What the hell is going on? Oh, you're beating me.
The round has lasted so long that we've just killed the zombies in the surrounding area. Talk about kill count.
Okay, so I have 6,000 resources.
I was like one frame from shooting that Banshee.
We might win.
Oh, where's the others though?
Well, I guess you just have to bring what's left of your zombie horde to where Gungai is, or he'll just win the map.
Where is he?
Where is he?
He's in the basement.
Oh, you know I can just
have
bring
I already
the
blocked him still? Oh, I trapped him in there, I didn't realise that.
How did you trap him?
I don't know. I put a bunch of zombies under the trapdoor, thought the trapdoor would break or open, but he's been in there ever since the start of the round. With the last suitcase. He's just jumping about. But I don't know how to spawn zombies.
Well, I mean, it looks like the place to be in a zombie apocalypse.
He can't get out. We can't spawn zombies in there. The zombies can't get it. Just moot.
If only he knew what was above.
This was just a stalemate. I don't know how I did
Minus
that.
300,000 resources.
Yeah, let's play that for now.
Sure.
Yeah, don't.
Alright, I'm off for the night.
Bye, folks. Don't you want to see how this map looks?
Oh, he just went.
Don't fall.